No worky. All right. Got it working?
This is 2 weeks ago. Right now he's getting ready.
That was 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
Oh, it's ready.
He's getting ready.
Oh, yeah.
Another week maybe. We want to put him in the box.
By the head.
Why?
Because it's crap. Just let it out, or it's gonna go down.
You can go ahead and open the gate on this one. So we don't
How much you give, Ricardo? 10 cents? Anybody want to give 11 cents? 12 cents? 13.
555 pounds.
14, 15,
800.
16, 17.
That's right.
17 cents.
That weight.
Well, Antonio, I'm guessing. I don't know what it came up.
That was
18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 39.
You're gonna need him.
39. That could be the highest animal I've ever sold in my entire life. 38 cents a pound. Ricardo. It was a cow. I don't know.
Still wasn't on. My scales when it got on.
Don't.
That's fine.
We met somebody online? You give 38 for her? 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 75, 80, and now 80 cents a pound, going to be 85, going to be 85 and 90, going to be 90, going to be 85, going to be 90, 85 and 90, 95, and 95, 95, 95, going to be 95, 95, here, S, $90, 3X.
It's an S3A.
We're getting higher. Where's your helper at?
Well, he said it's his birthday. He said, I'm not working on my birthday. It's okay. Corbin. $1.50. 155, and 55, and 55, 55, 55, 30, 55, 60, 155, going to be 161, 5, and 65, 165, 165, and 65, 70, 170, 175, 180, going to be 80, 75, going to be 180, sold 175, Ricardo, 175. Because she's tagged, I mean.
Get more commission out of them that way.
Yeah. Dollar.
Paycheck somehow.
Yep. Dollar. 50. 60 cents a pound. And 50, you're going to be 60. And 55. And 55. Now 55, 55, 55, 55, 60. 55, 70. You're going to get 75. Now 70, 80. And now 85. There you're going to be 85 and 90. You're going to be 90. You're going to get 95. You're going to be 95. You're going to get 95. And now 95. You're going to get 95. You're going to be 95. You're going to get 95. Here, shoulder 90. S, 3X. Yep. Ricardo about that. Have that. 3X. Yeah.
They're all good. They're bringing a buck. They got to be good.
Yes, you got big old heifer. She was kind of.
How about this one?
75, and 75, 80, and 75, going to be 80 cents a pound, going to be 80 pound, 5 here, 90, here, 95, and $95 beer, going to be $1, $1 there, going to be $1 pound, going to be 105, going to be 10, going to be 110, $15, 15, 20, going to be 120, 25, and 125, 30, going to be 130, and 25, going to be 30, 125, going to be 30, going to get 30, going to be 30, going to get 30, and 25, going to be 30, S, 125, 4, S4. Here comes the Brainerd's Canadian, Texas. $10. Yeah, 10, 12 to 9, going to be 110, 12 to 9, going to be 10, and 12 to 9, going to be 10, 12 to 9, going to be $1 102 and a half, 102 and a half, 102 and a half, 5, and 5, going to be 7 to 9, going to be 110, going to be 10, 12 to 9, going to be 115, and 7, 10 and a half, 20, going to be 122 and a half, 125, and 125, going to be 125, going to get 5 here, going to be 125, 750, and sound 30, going to be 130, going to get 30, and 750 down, 30, going to be 30, going to get 30, going to be 30, going to get 30 here, Booker, 127 and a half, 11. $10 and 110, 12 to 9, going to be 110, 12 to 9, bit of a 10, 12 to 9, going to be 110, 12 to 9, going to be 110, 12 to 9, 15, and 15, and 12 to 9, going to be 115, 12 to 9, going to be 115 here, S, 112 and a half, 4. $10 and 110, 12 to 9, bit of a 10, 12 to 9, 15, 17, 20, 122 and a half, 125, 7 and a half, 7 and a half, 30, and now 30, going to be 30, going to get 31, 30, going to be 30, going to get 30, going to be 30, now 31, and 30 here, 32, 31, 2, 3, 33, 33, and 2, 3, and 34, Kendo, going to be 35, 36, and 35, 36 out of 35, going to be 6 here, 35, going to be 6 out of 35, going to be 6 here, 35, 36, Booker 11, 135. $120 and 122 and a half here, 122 and a half, 120, middle 2 and a half, going to be 20, going to get 2 and a half, going to be 22 and a half here, 5, and 25, 7 and a half, going to be 30, going to be 31, 31, 32, 33, 34 here, 35, and 35, going to be 6, 7, and 37, going to get 37, going to be 36, 7 here, going to be 7, going to get 7, Booker, 136, 11. $120 and 22 and a half, 122 and a half, going to be 22 and a half here, 25, 27 and a half, 27 and a half, going to be 30, going to get 30 down, 32 and a half, 5, and 35, 35, 35, 35, 35 here, 32, 5, and 33 and a half, 5, 33 and a half, 5, 34, 5, and 35, 6 out of 35, going to be 6, 7, and 37 of 8, 37 of 8, 38 and 9, 40, going to be 140, 40, and 1, 41, 41, going to be 141, going to be 141, Booker, 140, 11. $120 and 22 and a half, going to be 22 and a half here, 122 and a half, going to be 22 and a half, 122.50, and 20, bit of a 2 and 5, and 25, 7 and a half, 7 and a half, 7 and a half, going to be 27 and a half, going to be 30, going to get 30, going to be 32 and a half, and 32 and a half, 35 here, 35, 35, 35, 37.50, and 30, going to get 7 and a half, going to be 37 and a half, going to be 35, 7, and 37 and a half, going to be 37 and a half here, Booker, 135, 11.
Good, 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 good.
130, and 32 and a half, 32 and a half, 32 and a half, 32 and a half here, 32 and a half here, 31, and 32 and a half, gonna be 2 and a half, gonna be 2 and a half, gonna be 32 and a half here, 35, and 35, 37 and a half, 37 and a half, 37 and a half, 37, 50, and 37 and a half, you do it, 40, and 140, gonna be 108, 9, and 38, and 9, 38, gonna be 9, 108, and 40, 140, 140, and 30, 140, 40, 40, 39, 40, 140, so 139, Booker, nothing. 125 and 125. Going to be 125, 25, 25, 25, 25, 27, 27, 30, and 32 and a half, 32 and a half, 32, 50, and 30, bit of a 2 and a half, going to be 30, going to be 2 and a half, going to be 35, and 35, 35, 33, 5, 33, 35, 37, and 35, going to be 7 high, bit of 39, 37, going to be 9, bit of 9, 37, bit of a 9, 37, going to be 9, Totter, going to be 9, Booker, 137, 11. 120 and 20 bid 2 and a half, going to be 22 and a half here, 120, going to be 2 and a half, going to be 20, going to get 2 and a half, 5, and 27.50, and now 30, going to be 30,000, 31, 33, 33, 35 here, 35, 37, and 37, 35, going to be 7, 35, 37, 35, 37, 35, 7, now 8, and 38, 9, going to get 9, 38, going to be 9, going to get 9, 38, 9, 40, and 39, 40, 39, going to be 40, going to get 40, going to get 40, now 1, and 41, 31 here, Gibbon, 140 Gibbon. 130, and 30 the 1, and 30, 31, 31, 31, 31, 31, 2, 31, 2, 32, 33, we get 33, we get 34, we get 35, 36 out, and 35, going to be 6 out of 35, going to be 6 here, 35, going to be 6 out of 35, going to be 6 here, 35 now 6, and 37, and 37, we get 37, 36, 7, and 37, and 7, 7, 7, going to be 7 here, going to be 7, out of 7 here, going to be 7, we get 7, going to be 7, we get 7 here, so 136 on Booker straight. Four and 5 years. 125 and 125, 25, 27, 27, 27, going to be 27, 30, and 30, 2 and a half, 32 and a half, 35, 35, 37, 37, 37, 37, going to be 37, 50, and 30, 7 and a half, 37, 40, and 140, 40, 40, 40, and 37 and a half, and 40 here, going to be 40, 40, 40, 40, 40 here, Booker, 137 and a half, 11. 120 and 122 and a half, going to be 22 and a half, 122 and a half, 25, 7 and a half, 7 and a half, 30, 132 and a half, 32 and a 5, and 35, 37 and a half, 37 and a half, 37 and a half, going to be 35, it gets 7 and a half, going to be 35, it gets 7 and a half here, Booker, 135, 11. You? 4x4 and a 4x5, $1,000. 10, 1100, 1,000, 1100, going to be 10, 11, 10, 11, 10, 11, 10, 11, 10, 11, 10, 11, 12, and 1,200, going to be 14, going to get 14, going to get 14, 16, 1,800, 18, going to be 2,000, going to be 2,000, 18, 2, 18, now 2,000, going to be 2, going to be 2, going to be 2, bit of a 2, now 1, 8, 19, 2, and 2,000, going to be 2, and 2,000, going to be 21, 21, 21, 21, bit 1, and 2,100, going to 2,100, going to be 2,100 here, going to be 2,100 here, Chitwood, 2,000, Chitwood. $0.50 a pound. 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, Giga 60, now 5, and 65, now 73, now 70, now 75 here, 75 and 80 here, going to be 80, going to be 85 here, going to be 85, and now 85 and 90, 85 and 90, going to be 90, 85 and 90, going to be 90, going to be 90, going to be 85, going to be 90, going to be 90, going to be 90, going to be 85, going to be 90, Ricardo, 85 on 5. Tacos. There's a pretty nice bull calf. 125 and 25, 30 and 25, 130, 125, going to be 30, 130, 35, 35, 40, go to 145 and 45, going to be 50, going to be 150, going to be 145, 50 and 45 and 55 and 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55. Look, you're at 155 here, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55. It's holding 150. Booker won. Y'all tell Lou the new rules: 5 on bulls. Go by 5s on bulls now. Oh. Welcome back, Lou. I know it. That's quite, we'll catch up to that sooner or later. 110, 110, 15, and 10 and 15, middle of 10 and 50, 20, 125, 25, and 30, 30, 35, 35, 35, 35, not 5, and 35, to get 35, to get 35, to get 35, to get 35, 30, 35, 2.5, 5, and 35, 35, 35, 35, 35, to get 35, to get 35 here, Lou. 132.5, hole 6. This bull has been semen checked. All the work's been done. He's sound, ready to go. Right? 2,000. 2,000. 2,000. Going to be 2,100. And 21. 22. 22. 22. 23. 23. 24 here. 24. 24 and a half. 4. And 2,405. 2,500. And 24. 5. And 24 to 5. To get 5. To get 5. 2,400 to 5 here. 2,500. And 2,500. Going to be 2,500. Going to be 25. To get 5. To get 5. To get 5 and a half. 5 here. So about 2,400. Antonio. $130 and 35, and 35, 35, 35, 40, good to 145, and 50, 150, 150, 150, and 55, and 55, 60, 160, 55, good to 161, 61, 61, 57 of hand, 57 of hand, 57 of hand, 57 and a half, good to be 157 and a half here, so 155, cabin a smooth, cabin a smooth. It's just money. $120 and 125, going to be 125, 125, 30, going to be 35, 35, 40, going to be 140, going to get 40, going to get 40, then 45, and 45, 145, 150, and now 50, now 50, going to be 145, going to get 50, going to get 50, 45, and now 50, Booker, 145, 1. About 5. 110 and 10, 15 and 10 and 15, middle of 10 and 15, 100, 115, 20 and 120, going to be 121, 21, 21, 21, 25, 35 and 35, 35, John 40, 45 and 45, 45, 45, 50 and 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, look, you're at 50, 60, going to be 155, going to be 160, sold 155, hole 7. Tell her about halftime. My baby Kev Selman's his birthday. He said he ain't working today. I tried to make him come. He's at football camp. 50 cents a pound. 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 60, 59, 65, 70, 75, going to be 80, going to be 85, 85 and 90, going to be 90, 95, 95, and now dollar bill, going to be 102 and a half, 105, and 5, 7, 50 pounds, 7 and a half, going to be 7 and a half here, sold 105, 3X, nope, put them on S4. 110, 110, 1250, 10, 12 of the van, going to be 110, 12 of the van, Ben 10, 12 of the van, going to be 110, 12 of the van, 15, 17 and a half, going to be 20 down, 2 and a half, 125, 125 here, 125, it'll get 5, it'll get 5, it'll get 5, it'll get 5 and a half, 5 here, gray, 122 and a half, straight.
Gray straight.
Big cow, 6 by 6.
6-year-old, 6 months. 120 and 122 and a half, 122 and a half, 120, going to be 2 and a half, going to be 25, going to give 7 and a half, 30 down, 2 and a half, 35, and 35, 37 and a half, 37 and a half, 37 and a half, going to be 37 and a half here, going to be 37 and a half here, going to be 37 and a half here, Cavernous, 135, 5.
Tap is 5.
Wait this cow, wait this cow. Come on.
Dollar 2 and a half. You 2 and a half, 102 and a half, going to be 2 and a half, going to be 5, going to be 7 and a half, going to be 110, 12 and a half, going to be 10, 12 and a half, 15, 100 and a half, 17 and a half, 20, going to be 122 and a half, 5, and 25, 25, 25, 25, 25, 5, and 25 here, 125, going to give 7 and a half, 7 and a half, 7 and a half, going to be 27 and a half here, Booker, 125, 11. Straight. Straight. Six-year-old, she's 8 months. Where she got it?
Where?
She's got a big foot too. Where? Dollar. 105, 10, 15, 20, 120, 125, 39, 35, 35, 40, 140, 140, and 35 and 40, we to get 40, 35, going to be 140, we to get 40, we to get 45, and 45, 45, 45, 45, 45 sold. 140, Cavernous. 5. 125, 25, 27, 50, and 25, it'll get 7 of going to be 27, 30, 30, 30, and 7 of going to be 30, it'll get 30, going to be 32 and a half, 32 and a half, 35 here, 37 and a half, 37 and a half, 37 and a half here, 40, and half 40, it'll get 40, it'll get 40, it'll get 40, going to be 40 here, Gibbon, 137.50. 110, 10, 12 of the van, bit of a 10, 12 of the van, 10, 12 of the van, going to be 110, 12 of the van, 15, 17 and a half, 20, going to be 222 and a half, 125, and 25 here, 7 and a half, 7 and a half, 30, going to get 30, going to be 30, going to get 32 and a half, 32 and a half, going to be 32.50, and 32 and a half, going to be 30, going to get 2 and a half here, same way, 130.
The Gibbon.
$0.65 a pound. 70. 75, going to be 80, 85, and 90, going to get 90, going to get 90, going to be 85, going to get 90, and 95, going to get 95, dollar here, going to be 1, $105, going to be 105, going to be 105, 110, and down 10, 15, going to be 110, 15, bit of a 15, 20 here, going to be 125, and down 25, going to be 125, going to get 5 here, 120, and down 5 here, Chris, 120, 3X. 4 years, 2 months. Dollar. 105 and 105, it'll get 5, it'll get 5, it'll get 5, 105, 105, 105, 10, and 105, going to be 110, going to be 110, bit of a 10, 10, 15, going to be 110, going to be 115, going to be 110, 15, going to be 110, going to be 115 here, Chris, 110. 3X. You think she's 4? 14? Put her on 13.
I'm gonna go over really
Yeah, put her on 13.
on that last.
75 and 75 80 and 75 going to be 85 and 100 get 95 dollar be 102 and a half 105 to get 5 7 and a half 7 and 10 going to be 110 and 12 and a half 15 7 hit and 20 and 120 going to be 20 going to be 21 21 21 22 and a half and 22 and a half 125 125 125 and Kindle 125 and 25 to get 5 to get 5 to get 5 to get 5 here S 122 and a half 4. Six-year-old, 3 months, daughter 20, 122 and a half, and 22 and a half, 120, bit of a 2 and a half, going to be 20, bit of 2 and a half, 5, 7 and a half, 30, going to be 32 and a half, 35, 35, 37 and a half, 37, 50, and 37 and 40, 140, bit of 40, bit of 40, bit of 40, going to be 140 here, Gibbon, 137, 50. Nine by what? 5. 9 by 5. 110. 110, 10, 12 of them, bit of a 10, 12 of them, outside, 10, 12 of them, bit of a 10, 12 of them, 15, 7, 8 and a half, 117, 20, 122 and a half, 125, 25, 27 and a half, 27, 15, 20, 30, going to be 30, 32 and a half, 35, and 35, it gets 7 and a half, 40, 142 and a half, 42 and a half, 5, and 47 and a half, 50, $1.52 and a half, going to be 152 and a half, going to be 152, Andy, you're out, 152, 50, and 52 and a half, going to be 152 and a half, 5, $1.55 and a half, 55, 55 here, sold, 152 and a half, Indy LaFoe. Here's a 6-year-old. She's 5 months. 125 and 125 here, 25, 30, and 25 going to be 30, going to get 30, 125 going to be 30, going to get 35, and 35 here, 35, 35, 35, 35, going to get 35, going to get 40, and 145, 50, $1.50, going to get 55, and now 55, 55, 55, 55, and you're out, 55 here, going to be 155, $1.55 here, going to be 155, 60, 160, you're both out, 160, $1.60 a pound, going to be 160, going to be 160, same way, 155 LaFoe. 10-year-old, 3 months, $1.20. 122 and a half, and 22 and a half here, 120, bit of 2 and a half, going to be 20, bit of 2 and a half, going to be 22.50, and 22 and a half, going to be 25 here, 25, 25, 25, now 5, and 125, bit of 5, bit of 5, bit of 5, 125 here, Booker, 122 and a half, 11. She's 3. 130. 135, 35, 35, 35, 35, 35, 40, going to be 145, 45, 50, going to be 150, and 45 and 50, 50, 145, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 145, 150, Ricardo, 145. Three years old, she's 6 months. Who give 1,000? 1,000, that'll be 11, 1,300, 15, 17, 17, 17, 50, 1,700, 15, going to be 17, 50 there, going to be 17, 50 there, 17, going to be 1,902, and now 2, and 2,000, going to be 21, 21, 2,100, going to be 2,100, you out on line, 2,100, and 2,100, 21, 21, 21, 2,100, going to be 2,100, going to be 2,100, Chris, 2,003. $115, 17 and a half, 17 and a half, going to be 22 and a half, 25, 7 and a half, 32 and a half, 32 and a half, 35, 37 and a half, 37 and a half, going to be 140, going to get 40, 140, and 37 and a half, going to be 40, going to get 40, going to get 40, going to get 40, going to get 40 here, Gibbon, 137.50. 110, 10, 12 of the man, going to be 110, 12 of the man, going to be 10, 12 of the man, going to be 110, 12, 50, and 10 and 12 of the man, going to be 10 and 12 of the man, going to be 10, 12 of the man, going to be 15, 7, 10 and a half, 20, going to be 125, 125, 125, $1.25 here, 125, you're out now 30, and now 30, going to be 30, going to get 30, sell it to him, 125, what's the name? Brett. No idea. Daughter, 105. And 105, it get 5, 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 it get 5 here. 105. And 105 a pound here. Going to be 105, it get 5, 105, going to be 105. Now 50 cents a pound, 60 cents a pound, going to be 60 cents a pound, going to be 70 cents a pound, 80 and 90. And now 90, going to be 90, going to be 80, it get 90, going to be 80, it get 90, going to be 80, it get 90. Chris, 80. 12.
That very first cow needs adjusted. If that one weighs 665, that one didn't weigh. Right?
We'll bring her back in here, reweigh her.
555.
110. Yeah, 10, 5 of the man, going to be 110, 5 of the man, going to be 10, 12 of the man, going to be 10, 12 of the man, 10, 12 of the man, 15, 7, 8 and a half, 20, 122 and a half, 125, 7 and a half, 30, and 32 and a half, 32 and a half, going to be 30, going to get 2 and a half, going to be 30, going to get 2 and a half here, Gibbon, 130. Y'all think that first cow weighed 880? Yeah,
Yeah.
we might. Six-year-old, she's 2 months. 125, yeah, 25, 30, and now 30, 35, 40, 140, 140, even to get 40, even to get 40, John, you're at 40, 145, and 45, 45, 45, 45, 45, even to get 5, even to get 5, even to get 5, even to get 5, sold 140, S1. It'll be the halftime show.
I say.
135, and 35, 37 of 37 of 35, 37 of going to get 37 of going to be 37 and a half, going to be 37.50, and now 40, and 140, going to get 40, going to get 40, going to get 40, going to get 40, 140 here, Booker, 137 and a half, nothing. She's 4 and she's open, 120. 125 and 125, to get 30, going to be 30, going to get 35, 35, 35, 40, going to be 140, going to get 40, going to get 40, 135, 40, 35, 140, S, 135, 21, S21.
Sales coming up.
You got any golf clubs?
No, but I can drive a golf cart and drink.
Watch the thing spot. I think the section open. Brett.
Hey, Mel.
All these cows are bred 6 years old or 2 months. 6-year-old, 2 months. Daughter, 102 and a half. Yeah, daughter 2 and a half. Going to be 2 and a half. Going to get 5. Going to be 10, 15, 20, 125. Going to get 30. Going to get 35, 35, 40, 140, 145, 145, and 40, 50. A daughter 50. Going to get 50. Going to get 50. Going to get 55, 55, 55, 55. Now 5 and 55 here. Going to be 155. Going to be 55 here. Going to be 155. Chris, 150 on 3. Working on the N4 ranch. I think there's 80 something of these cows all together. Is that right?
I think there's a bunch of calves on it.
Oh, calves too, cows and calves. Gotcha.
Is there a pair?
I don't think so. 110. Yeah, 10, 5 of the man, going to be 110, 5 of the man, 10, 5 of the man, 15, 7, 8 and a half, going to be 22 and a half, 125, 125, going to get 5, 25, and 27 and a half, 27 of the man, going to be 30, going to get 30, 132 and a half, 35, and 35, going to be 35, going to get 35, going to get 35, going to get 35 here, Booker, 132 and a half, 11.
Book some tickets to California for October.
Bull.
A wedding.
75, and 75, 80, and 75, going to be 85 and 90, going to get 95, 95, 95, 95, 95, daughter be 105, 105, 110, going to be 110, going to be 100 now, 510, going to be 105, going to be 110, and 10 now, 1250, and 12 and a half, going to be 115, 7, 8 and a half, 7, 8 and a half, 7, 8 and a half, 20, and 120, going to be 120, going to be 20, going to be 20, going to be 20, going to be 20, going to be 120 here, Booker, 107, 8 and a half, 21. 12.
Sorry, Booker's 12 on that last
believe they're all steers.
Yeah.
125. 125, 35, and 35 and 40, we get 45, 45, 53, going to be 155, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, $1.55, and 55 now, 55, 55, 60, going to be 165, and 65, 70, going to be 175, and now 75, going to be 75, it gets 75, going to be 75, it gets 75, 175, 80, 185, 90, 190, sold, 185, Antone.
Number 3.
Number
I'll wait for them.
number 3.
And Antonio 3 and Stephen separate.
Here's a Clifton cows from down at McAllister. They're all bred.
All good cows.
I think he told me something about
4 and
these.
5 year olds, 3 to 5 months.
Bred to Black Angus bulls.
Nice set of cows.
These are 5-year-olds,
3, 4, 5 months.
3 to 5 months. 3, 4, and 5 months are 5-year-olds bred to Black Angus bulls. 1,500, 1,500, 1,500, 15, 16, 17, 18, good to be 19, good to be 2, now 1, now 2, 3, 24, and 24, 24, 24, 24, 5, and 24, 5, and 2,500, even get 2,500, good to be 24, now 5, and 2,500 to 5 here, 25, 25, 25, 25, 24, even get 500, 24, even get 500, 24, even get 500, whole, 2,400. 2, whole 2. Six and 7 years old, and they're 4 months bred. There's the Cliftons are bred to Black Angus bulls, guys. $1,000, 1,200, and 12, and 12 and 14, going to be 16, going to be 18, 18, 19, 119, bit of 19, going to be 92, and 2,000, going to be 21, 21, 21, 21, 2,100, and 2,100, going to be 2,100 here, 21, bit of 1 here, going to be 2,100 here, going to be 2,100, same way, 2,000.
It's going to be a whole 2.
Hmm?
Come on, Bob. Hey, watch it. They're coming. Wake out.
120, and 20, going to be 2 and a half, 120, going to be 2 and a half, 22 and a half, 25 here, 25, 27 and a half, 7 and a half, 30 and a half, 32 and a half, 32 and a half, 32, 50, and 30, going to be 2 and a half, going to be 30, going to get 2 and a half, going to be 30, going to get 2 and a half here, Booker, 130 nothing.
So Booker straight.
Hey,
All right there. Going to be 28 of them. 110. 10, 12 of them. Going to be 110, 12 of them. Going to be 10, 12 of them. 15, 7, 8 and a half, 122 and a half, 125. And have 5, 7 and a half, 7, 30, 30, 31. And 32, 31, 2, 33, 33, 33, you get 3, 4. And 34 to 4 here, 34, 34, 34, 34, 34. And 33 to 4, 30, we get 34, we get 33, we get 34, 33, 34 here, down 34 here. Book 133. 12.
Wake up.
110, 10, 12 of the man, going to be 110, 12 of the man, 10, 12 of the 15, 7, 8 and a half, going to be 120, going to be 2 and a half, 125, 127 and a half here, 27.50, and 20, going to 7 and a half, going to be 27 and a half here, 127 and a half here, 27.50 here, so 125, Booker 11.
For 11.
Otter, 102 and a half, 8 or 2 and a half, going to be 102 and a half, 102 and a half, 102 and a half, going to get 5, going to get 7 and a half, going to be 117, and 110, 12 of the man, 10, 12 of the man, 15, 107, 8 and a half, 7, 8 and a half, going to be 120, and 120, going to get 2 and a half, 125, 125, 125 here, Booker, 122 and a half, 12.
12.
Not many bulls today, or little ones? Sold them all. Huh?
15.
Sold them all last week?
15 back there in the sea on it.
They're all 4-year-olds? Okay. 120. 125, 25, 125, 30, 35, 35, 40, 140, 140, 140, 140, 135, 40, and 35, 40, 40, John, 135, 45, and 45, 45, 45, 45, 45, 45 here, Chris, 140, 3X. Lucy is. 110, 10, 12 of the van, going to be 110, 12 of the van, bit of a 10, 12 of the van, 110, 12 of the van, 15, 17, 20, 120, 122 and a half, 125, 125, and 25, 125, 125, 125 here, S, 122 and a half, 1.
Wake up.
110 and 110, going to be 110, 12 of the man, 110, 12 of the man, 10, 12 of the man, 10, 12 of the man, 15, 7, 8 and a half, 20, going to be 120, going to be 2 and a half, 122, 55, and 25, going to 7 of the hand, going to be 27 and a half, going to be 27, Thor, you had, and 30, and 30, going to be 32 and a half, 30, going to be 2 and a half, going to get 32 and a half, going to be 32 and a half, John, your hand, 32 and a half, here, sold 130, Booker, 13. All right.
Where did you play baseball at?
Reed Park, Midwest City. 75. Yeah, 75. Now 75, 75, 75, 75, 75. Going to be 75. Going to be 75. Going to be 75. Going to be 50 cents a pound. Going to be 55, 60. Now 5. Now 70. And now 75. And 75. Going to be 80. Going to be 75. Going to be 80 cents a pound. Going to be 85. 85 there. Going to be 85, 85, 85. Going to be 85. Bit of an 85. Going to be 85 here. Sold with 80. S2. Dollar bill, 2.5. Dollar 2.5. 102 and a half. Going to be 2.5. Going to be 2.5. Going to be 102 and a half. 5. And 105. Going to get 5. 7 of a hand. 7 of a 9. 10. Going to be 110. Going to be 110. Going to be 110. 110. And 110. 10. 12 of a van. Going to be 10. 12 of a van. 15. And now 15. Dollar 57. 10 and a half. 7. 10 and a half. Going to be 20. And 120. Going to be 20. Going to be 20. 120. 120. And 23. Going to be 20. Going to be 20. 120. Going to be 20 here. Booker. 117 and a half. 13. $110. And 10, 12 of a man, going to be 110, 12 of a man, going to be 10 and 12 of a man, 15, 17, 20, 120, 122 and a half, 125 and a half, 5, jiggy 5, 127, 50, and 27 of a man, 30, and 32 and a half, 32 and a half, 32 and a half, jiggy it, and 5, and 35, 35, 35, 35, 35, and 32 and a half, 35, 35, 35, 35, 35 years old, 132 and a half, Booker 13. $50. 55, 55, now 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, who get 5 here, 55, 55, 55, now 5, and 55, 5, it'll get 55, it'll get 60, 55, gonna be 60, and now 5, gonna be 65 and 70, it'll get 75, 80, and 75, gonna be 80, now 75, gonna be 80, now 85, 80, you get 80, and 75, gonna be 80, bit of an 80, gonna be 80 here, S, 75, 9. Yes, 75. Hey, family time. Rob, you fish this weekend? Did they bite better Saturday in the heat or Sunday in the... You got Junior's order? One-year-olds, I got babies at their side, guys, right there, here, 15, 17 half, and 17, 50, and 17 and a half, 17 and a half, 17 and a half, 17, 50, now 2, and 2,000, going to be 21, 21, 21, 21, 3, 21, 3, 21, 3, and 2,300, and 25, going to be 25, and 3, 2,300, no, going to be 2,200 online, going to be 2,200, and 21, 2, and 2,200, going to be 21, 2, 3, and 23, 23, 22, going to be 3, going to be 2, going to be 3, going to be 22, going to be 3, going to be 22, going to be 300, going to be 22, going to be 3, 22, 2,300. Sold online, 2,200. LaFoe, Andy. How old is this cow? She's a 1-year-old. She's got a baby. Who give 1,000? 1,100. 1,100. Now 10. 11. 10. 100. 1,100. 12. And 12 and 14. Going to be 14. Going to be 16. And 14. Going to be 16. Going to be 14. Going to be 1,600. And 14. Going to be 1,600. Now 14. Going to be 1,600. Showtime. 1,400 pair. What's the breeding of that cow? Cross. Swiss. You got any more like them? Oh, bulls.
Don't get hurt, cowboy.
120 and 22 and a half, going to be 20, going to get 2 and a half, going to be 22 and a half, 5 and 125, going to get 5, 125, going to get 5, 125, 125, 750 and town 30, going to be 30, going to get 30, go 30, a dollar 30 pound, going to be 30, going to get 30, 32 and a half, 32 and a half, 32 and a half, going to be 32 and a half. Here sold 130 whole 6. $120, 22 and a half, 122 and a half, going to be 20, going to get 2 and a half, 5, and 25, going to get 7 and a half, going to be 30, going to get 30, 32 and a half, 35, 35, 35, 37 and a half, 37 and a half, 37 and a half, 40, and 140, going to get 40, going to be 140, going to get 40, going to be 40, going to get 40, going to get 40, sold 137.50, whole 6.
What's Roy Burns' wife's name?
There's one more move for Ricardo.
Mrs. Burns?
What?
I know it.
Ricardo is ready for that one.
Hey.
Hey.
110, yeah, 10, 12 of the man, going to be 110, 12 of the man, going to be 110, 12 of the man, bit of a 10, 12 of the man, going to be 110, bit of 12 of the man, going to be 110, 12 of the man, going to be 110, going to be 110, going to be 110, 12, 50, yeah, 10, 12 of the man, going to be 10, 12 of the man, 112 of the man, 15, and now 15, bit of 17 and a half, 17 and a half, 17 and a half, going to be 17, 50, and 15, 17 and a half, here sold a bull, 115, Chris, nothing. Crippled. Little soft footed. You give a dollar? 110. 110, 20, and 20, we get 30, we get 30, 140, 140, 50, there you're going to be 150, 60, 150, 60, and 50, 60, 70, 170, 170, 60, and 70, there you're going to be 70, we get 70, we get 70, sold 160. Terry, 9. $1, $10, 110, 20, 110, 20, and 10, 20 there, 110, 20, bit of a 10, 20, I'm going to 110, 20, 30, and 20, bit of 30, going to be 20, bit of 30, going to be 20, and 30, 120, 30, 120, bit of 30, 120, going to be 30, bit of 30, 120, and 30, here, S, 120, 9.
No, pero ya me agarré la otra que vi la compañía de ella. Estaba en 40. La otra en 60. Ya ni.
$110, yeah, 10, 12 of the man, 110, 12 of the man, going to be 110, 12 of the man, going to be 110, 12 of the man, going to be 110, and 12 of the man, going to be 110, 12 of the man, going to be 110, 12 of the man, sell the red cow. Thank you, Brett. Tell them, hold the gate, hold the gate.
We got it one. Oh!
2-year-old, 120, 125, and 125, 125 here, 25, 25, 25, 25, going to be 125, going to be 125, going to be 125, going to be 125, going to be 110, 15, 10, 15, and now 15, 20, going to be 120, going to be 120, 15, 20 there, going to be 115, going to be 120, going to get 20 here, given 115. There she is, 110, 110, and 110, 12 to 9, bit of a 10, 12 to 5, 110 and 12 to 9, going to be 110, 12 to 5, going to be 10 and 12 to 5, 15, and 17 and a half, 17 and a half, going to be 120, going to be 120, 120, and 23, and bit of a 20, going to be 20, bit of a 20, going to be 20, sold, 117 and a half, Cavernous. Missed you last week, Kendall. Huh?
Good call, wake call.
132 and a half, and 32 and a half, bit of a 2 and a half, 35, 35, 35, 37 and a half, 37 and a half, going to be 140, going to be 40, 102 and a half, 42 and a half, 42, 5, and 45, 45, 47 and a half, 47 and a half, 47, 50, top row, you're out, 47, 50, and 45, going to be 7 and a half, going to be 47 and a half here, so 145, Cavernous. 2-year-old, I believe. I think that's what it says. Here it is. 110, 15, 10, 15, and 110. Going to be 115, 10, 15, 120, 125, 125, 125, 30, and 35, 35, 40, 140, 145, 45, 145, and 45, 85, 85, 145, and 45 here, 45 here. S, 140, 11X.
$10, 7 months. Go ahead.
10 years old or 7 months bred. $10. 110, 15, 10 and 15, bit of a 10 and 15, going to be 110 and 15, 110 and 15, bit of a 10 and 15, going to be 115, 10, 15, 20, and 25, going to be 125, 30 and a half, 30, going to be 35, and 35, 35, 35, 35, 32 and a half, 32 and a half, going to be 30, going to be 2 and a half, going to be 30, going to be 2 and a half, going to be 32 and a half, so 130, Chris, 16.
You're coming back and helping us today, right?
No,
What the hell?
I got to get to a birthday party.
Bull. Your brother asked nicely.
Maybe tomorrow. 120, and 20, going to be 2 and a half, 122 and a half, going to be 2 and a half, 125, 7 and a half, 7 and a half, 30, 132 and a half, 32 and a half, 1, 3, and 33, 35, 35, 35, 7, and 37, going to get 37, going to be 37, 9, and now 37, going to be 9, 137, going to be 9, 40, and 140, going to get 41, and 40 here, 41, going to get 41, going to get 41, going to get 41, going to be 141, S, 140, 2, 1, what about S, 21?
Wake up.
110, 10, 12 to 9, going to be 110, 12 to 9, bit of a 10, 12 to 9, going to be 110, 12 to 9, 110, 12 to 9, outside 10, 12, 50, 15, 17 and a half, 17 and a half, going to be 120, going to be 122 and a half, 122, 55, and 25, 27 and a half, 27 and a half, 30, going to be 30, going to get 30, going to be 30, not 30, and 7 and a half, going to be 30, going to get 30 and a half, 30, going to be 30, going to get 30, going to be 30, going to get 30, bit of a 30 here, Booker, 127 and a half, nothing.
I think if they rode bulls. Rode bulls from the sea alley. Those heifers were stolen last week. Look at him, Johnny.
135, 35, 35, 40, 140, 135, 140, going to get 45, 45, 45, 50 there, going to be 150, and 45 and 50, 145, going to get 50, 145, going to be 150, going to get 50, going to get 50, going to get 50, Gibbon Bull, 145.
That's probably our Christmas bonus.
Yeah.
Well, I think that guy came and got
Okay.
him. Breed bull.
50 cents a pound. 60 cents a pound. 60, 70, 80, 90, $1. $1. 90, Ricardo. 5.
Ricardo 5.
Thank you. $135 and $35, $40 and $35 and $40, $40, $100, $45, $45, $45, $50, $5, $55, $55, $55, $55, and $50, $5, going to be $155, $55, $55, $55, Booker, $150 on number 1. $120 and $120, going to be $120, going to be $125 and $25 and $30, going to be $30, $35, $35, $35, $40, going to get $45, going to be $145, $145, $145 and $45, going to get $50 and now $50, $150, $150, do it, $150, $150, $155 and $55 there, $55, $55, $55, $55, $55, $55, $55 here, going to be $155 here, Gibbon Bull, $150. Chris, you ever been to the Rockin' H in Temple? I went there Friday. This guy said it's going to be great, and I said, 120 and 125 and 25, 125, going to get 35 here, 35 and 40, 145 and 50, going to be 155 here, 55, 60 and 55, going to be 161, 57 and a half, 60 and 161, 160, going to be 160 here, Gibbon Bull, 157, 50. $135 and $35, $35, $40 and $45, it'll get $55, $55, $60, $165, $170, $175, $172 and a half, $72 and a half, $72, $50 and $70, going to be $2 and a half, going to be $72 and a half here, sold $170, Cavernous Bull.
Not today.
$135 and $35, $40 and $35, going to be $145, $45, $50, $55, $60, $160 and $55, going to be $161, $165 and $65, $70, $170, going to be $65 and $70, going to be $70, Gibbon Bull, $165.
do this one.
Hundred ten, 10, 15, and 10 and 15, bit of a 10 and 15, going to be 110 and 15, outside, going to be 10 and 15, bit of a 10 and 15, 20, 125, 35, 30, going to be 35, going to be 35 and 40, going to be 145, and 45, 50, and $1.55, and 55, 55, 55, 55, 2 and a half, 5, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55 here, so 152 and a half, Gibbon Bull.
But lunch is provided.
You said they're not having it though?
I had just got the phone making a damn eye appointment. I said, no, I can't do it this Thursday. And I looked at my phone. The meeting's canceled.
110, 10 and 15, bit of a 10 and 15, 110 and 15, bit of a 10 and 15, going to be 115, now 20, going to be 125, now 30, going to get 30, going to be 35, going to get 35 and 40, going to be 145, and 45, 50, $1.50, now 57 and a half, 47 and a half, 50, and now 50, going to get 50, 100, sold, 147.50, Gibbon Bull. $110, 10 and 15, bit of a 10 and 15, 110 and 15, bit of a 10 and 15, going to be 110, 15, 20 there, going to be 125, 125 and 30, going to get 35, and 35 and 40, going to get 40, 145, 145, 50, $1.50, going to get 50, going to get 57 and a half, 47 and a half, 47 and a half, here's on 145, Booker, 1.
Yes.
125, 30, and 25 and 30, 135, 140, 145, and 50, now 5, 55, 55, 60, and one's going to get 155, going to be 160, and one's going to get 5, and 65, now 65, 2 and a half, 2 and a half, bit of a 2 and a half, going to be 2 and a half, going to be 2 and a half, bit of a 2 and a half, here's hold, 160, hole 7. $120 and 125, 125, 25, 25, now 30, get 35, 35, 40, going to be 145, 45, 45, 45, jiggy 5, 45, and 45, 50, $1.50, 55, and 55, 55, 60, 1, ziggy 1, 5, 2 and a half, 5, and ziggy 5 and a half, 5, ziggy 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 5, here, sold 162 and a half, Gibbon Boo. $125, 30, and 25, going to be 30, going to get 30, 25, going to be 30, going to get 35, 35, and 40, 40, now 5, you get 45, going to get 50, going to be 150, and 145, going to get 50, 145, going to be 150, going to get 50, Gibbon Bow, 145. $110, 10 and 15, bit of a 10 and 15, 110 and 15, bit of a 10 and 15, going to be 110, 15, 20, 125, 130, going to get 35, and 35 and 40, going to get 40, going to be 140, and 35 and 40, going to get 40, 35 and 40, going to get 40, going to get 40, here, Booker 1, 135. Count time, Jack. 5 to 10-year-olds. 120, 22 and a half, 120, bit of a 2 and a half, 125, 7 and a half, 7 and a half, 7 and a half, 30, 30, 31, and 30, 32, 32, 33, 33, 33, 34, going to be 34, going to be 35, and 5 here, bottom of 5 here, 35, and 35, 600, and 35, going to be 6, 7, and 7, and 7 of 8, 37 of 8, 37 of 8, going to be 38 and 9, and 38 and 9, bit of 9, bit of 9, 38 and 9, and 38, going to be 9, 30, bit of 9, going to be 9, bit of 39, Booker, 138, 21. Okay. Got to wait just a minute. Hey, she got it. 110, 10, 12, 11, 10, 12, 11, 10, 12, 11, 15, 17 and a half, going to be 122 and a half, 122 and a half, 5, and 25, 25, 7 and a half, 30, 30, 30, and 7 and a half, going to be 30, 30, 30, going to be 30, 30, 30, here, so 127 and a half, Booker, 13.
Okay. Thank you.
110, 10, 12, 11, 10, 12, 11, 15, 17 and a half, 120, 122 and a half, 125, 7 and a half, 7 and a half, 750, and 20, now 7 and a half, going to be 27 and a half, 120, 30, and half, 31, and 30 here, 31, 31, 31, going to get 31, going to be 31, 31, going to be 31, going to get 31, going to get 31, going to be 31, Booker, 130, 13. Yeah. Toros. Did you have a good weekend? 110, 15, 10 and 15, bit of a 10 and 50, 120, 125, and 30, 10, 30, going to be 30, going to 30, going to be 30, 125, 35, and 35 and 40, going to 40, 140, 140, and 45, and 45, 50, 150, going to 50, going to 50, 150, and 45 and 50, going to 50, going to 50, going to 50, here, Gibbon Bull, 145.
Madison turned 29.
29.
Glad I'm wearing it this well.
$125, 30, and 25, 30, and 25, going to be 35, and 40, 145, 55, 55, 55, 60, 165, and 70, 175, going to be 175, now 75, 2 and a half, 5, and 77, 50, and 77, going to be 80, and now 83, going to be 80, 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 and 77, going to be $80, going to be 80 now, 83, going to be 80 now, 80 here, sold, 177.50, Gibbon Bull, Andrew. 135, 40, and 35, 40, 145, going to get 50 now, 5, going to be 60 now, 5, going to be 70 now, 5, going to be 80, going to be 80, and now 77, 50, and now 80, and 77, going to be 82 and a half, going to be 2 and a half, going to be 85, going to be 85, bit of a 5 here, going to be 85, 85, 85, 87 and a half, 87, 50, 87 and a half here, going to be 87 and a half here, sort of $1.85, Gibbon, boo.
Hereford, Cross, Red Baldy.
$185, giving bull, same way. 75 cents a pound. 50 cents a pound. 60 and 50, 60 and 50 pounds. 60 there. 50 going to be 60 and 50 pounds. 60 here. 70 and now 75, 75, 75, 75 and 70 and now 5 going to be 80. 80 cents a pound. 75 going to be 80 here. 75 going to be 80. 75 going to be 80 pounds. 75 going to be 80 now. 80 here. Sold 75. Chris something. X. 30 cents a pound. Put the last one on hole 6. 30, 40, 50, 60, 60, 70, 70 cents a pound.
Yes.
70, 80, 90. Get 90, Eddie? 90. You're out over here. 90. S, 80, 3X. Yes. Yeah, at halftime.
$5.55.
What do you think she weighs? 550? Can you tell them to tell them in the office? Just mark it.
Yep, I got you.
Okay. 120. 125. 25 here. 125, 25, 25, 25, 25. Going to be 125. Going to be 125. Going to be 100. Yes. You got a what?
Blow out in his flank.
$1. First one I had to back up all day. What do you give, John? 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. Dollar. 10, 20. Sold 110, hole 6. I love it. Hole 7, hole 7.
His 2 bulls last week. Dollar down 7,700.
7,700.
Yeah, for 2 of them. Varsity more. You would get to sell these steers before long.
110, 10 and 15, bit of a 10 and 15, 110 and 15, bit of a 10 and 15, 110, 15, 110, 115, and now 15, going to be 110 and 15, going to be 120, and 125, 125, 125, 85, 125, now 25 here, 30, and 25 and 30, and 25, going to be 30, going to get 30, 125, going to be 30, going to get 30, 25, going to be 30 here, so 125, hole 6.
555 would be exact. 555, wasn't it? 555. Yeah, bring like 30 some cents. Thank you. Is that halftime?
Y'all see anything? You got 30, John? 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. $1. $1. 10, 20. 110, 120. Going to be 110, 120. Sold 110 S, 3X.
That's how I set the horse.
You sell horses like that?
30 cents.
30? How is the horse market? $50. 50, 60, and 50 now, 60 there, 70, gonna get 70 now, 80, now 90, gonna get $90 pound, gonna be 110, gonna be 120, 110, 20, and 10 and 20, gonna be 110, 20, 30, and 20, now 30, 30, 120, gonna be 30, gonna get 30, 25 and 30, and 25, gonna be 30, back to you, 30, and 35, gonna get 35, 35, 35, gonna be 135, sold 130, Gibbon, Bull X. These bulls come from Express. Bet they didn't pass the test. I bet that's why they're here. 120, 125, and 125, 125, it'll get 30, 35, 35, 40, 140, 45, and 45, it'll get 50, and 50, 45, and 55, and 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, now 5, and 55, 5, it'll get 55, here, going to be 155, going to be 155, S, 150, 11. Four more bulls. $135, and 35, 40, and 35, and 45, 45, now 55, 55, 55, 60, 165, and 65, 65, 65, 2 5, and 65, 65, 65, 2 and a half, 5, 7 and a half, and 7, 7, going to be 7, 70, 170 now, 70 there, going to be 70, going to be 70. Huh? $67 and a half. Is that right? Had you 2 and a half. He bid 65. You bid 67 and a half. Is that right? 70. Sold 167 and a half Gibbon Bull. You sure? Well, if we don't go by 2 and a halves, we'll keep it straight. If we go by 5s, it's all good. $110, yeah, 10, 5 of 10, 10, 5 of 110, 5 of 10, 5 of 15, 17, 20, 122 and a half, 125, 7 and a half, 7 of 30, and now 32 and a half, 32 and a half, 3, and 35, and 37, 37, 35, going to be 70, 39, and now 37, going to be 9, 37, going to be 9, 37, going to get 9, going to be 9, Booker, 137, nothing. I thought you did outstanding job. $120, 22 and a half, 120, going to get 2 and a half, going to be 22 and a half, 122 and a half, going to be 20, going to get 2 and 5, and 25, 7 and a half, 7 and a half, 7 and a half, going to be 27.50, and 20, going to get 7 and a half, going to be 27 and a half here, going to be 27 and a half here, sold 125, Booker 13. $125, 25, 27, 25, 27, 27, going to be 32 and a half, 32 and a half, 35, 37, 37, 40, and 141, 41, 42, 42, 42, 3, and 43, going to get 44, going to get 44, 5, and 45, 6, here, 45, going to be 6, 7, and 47, 47, jiggy 7, 40, hey, going to give $8, and 47, going to get 40, hey, going to get 40, hey, and 9, and 40, hey, going to be 950, $1.50 there, going to be 145, going to get 50 here, book 149, Booker straight. $2 and a half, $2 and a half, 102 and a half, going to be 7 going to be 10, 12 and a half, 15 now, 15, 17 and a half, 20, going to be 120, going to be 122 and a half, 125, and 25 here, 25, 7 and a half, 7 and a half, 30, 30, 30, and 7 and a half, going to be 32 and a half, 32 and a half, going to be 32 and a half, going to be 32 and a half here, sold 130, Booker, 13. Huh?
Where you buying gloves at, Academy?
That glove? Probably at Diggs. Academy don't have quite the gloves. Academy doesn't
have quite the quality of the dick.
What? Who? Oh yeah. Yeah, they usually open it like around the last day of school. Usually. That'll be a 2.5. You dollar 2.5 here. Going to be 2.5. Mad 2.5. Going to be 2.5. Going to be 102.5. Going to be 102.50. At dollar 2.5. Going to be 100. Not 2.5. Going to be 2.5. Not 2.5. Going to be 2.5. Yes, $1. 9. $3X. Okay. $120, 2.5. Yeah, 20, a bit of a 2.5. 122 and a half. 25, 30, 130, 135, 35, 40, 140, 140, 135, 40, and 35, 40, 40, 40, 40 and a half, 40, 35, going to be 140 gray. 135, 9. Eight-year-old, she's 5 months. 120, 22, had a high, going to be 20, bit of a 2 and a half, going to be 22, 5, and 7, had a high, 7 and a half, 30, bit of 32 and a half, 32 and a half, 32, 50, and 30, bit of a 2 and a half, going to be 32, had a half here, 5, and 35, 35, 35, 35, 35, bit of 35, bit of 35, 35 here, Booker, 132 and a half, nothing. Old cow, 3 months. 120, 22, had a half, 122 and a half, 122 and a half, bit of 5, 7 and a half, going to be 30, bit of 30, 30, and 7 and a half, going to be 30, going to be 30, John, your hand, 30, 30, 30, 30, and 7 and a half, going to be 30, bit of 30, going to be 30, 30 here, Booker, 127 and a half, 13. Old cow, she's 6 months, dollar 2 and a half. 102 and a half, 5, and 105, 110, 10, 10, 110, 15, going to be 120, going to be 125, going to be 130, and now 35, 35, 32 and a half, going to be 32 and a half here, 5, and 35, and 37 and a half, 37 and a half, going to be 140, 40, 142 and a half, 42 and a half, going to be 142, 50, and 40, 2 and a half, going to be 42 and a half here, sold 140 S7. She's a 4-year-old. She's 7 months bred. We'll give 800 on her. 850, 900, and 900, 900, 950, and not a half, going to be 10, 100, going to be 1,000, going to be 1,000, going to be 1,000, and 1,000, going to be 1,000, going to be 1,000, going to be 9 and a half, going to be 10, 100, 10, 100, going to be 10, 100, going to be 1,000, going to be 1,000, going to be 1,000, sold her 950, showtime. You going to pin her with that pair? Pin them all together. $50, 55, 55, 60, 5, 70, 5, 80, 5, 90, 95, and $95, $5, 105, 105, 110, 110, 15, 120, 125, 125, 30, $35, 35, 35, 35, 135, 135, Ricardo, you're out, 135, 40, and 45, and 50, $55, 55, 65, as it gets here, sold 160S. 11X. 5-year-old, she's 7 months. $1,000. 10, 11, 1,000, 1,100, going to be 10, 11, 9, 11, 13, 11, 13, going to be 15, and 1,500, now 13, going to be 15, going to be 17, going to be 18, going to be 19, going to be 19, bit of a 19, 2, and 2,000, and 19, going to be 2, going to be 2, going to be 2, 19, going to be 2,000, here, 19, going to be 2, going to be 2, and 1, and 2,100, 21, 21, 21, 2,100, and 2,100, going to be 2,100, here, going to be 2,100, hold 2, 2,000. 120, 20, bit of a 2.5, going to be 20, bit of a 2.5, 125, 7.5, 32.5, 32.5, 35, 37.5, 37, 40, and now 40, going to get 2.5, 42.5, 5, and 45, 45, 45, 45, going to get 5, going to get 5, 47.5, 47, 50, and 40, going to get 7.5, going to be 47.5 here, sold 145 to Gibbon. Five-year-old, she's 5 months. 120, 122.5, 20, bit of a 2.5, going to be 22.5, 125, 27, 27, going to be 30, 32.5, 32.5, 35, 35, 37.5, 37, 50, and 37.5, going to be 37.5, going to be 37.5 here, Booker, 135, 21. 4-year-old, she's 7 months. There's a nice cow, guys. Who give 1,000? 1,100, 1,200, 14, 16, 1,800, 2,000, 2,000, 18, now 19, 18, 19, now 2, 2,000, and 19, going to be 2,000, going to be 19, going to be 2,000 here, Andy, 1,900. LeFaux. Seven-year-old, she's 7 months, 1,000. 1,100, 10, 11, 10, 11, 13, 13, 15, going to be 17, going to be 18, going to be 19, now 2, now 1, now 2, 2,200, and 21, bit of a 2, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 21, bit of a 2, 3, and 22, bit of a 3, and 2, 3, and 23, Kershaw, 2, 3, and 22, now 3, bit of a 3, 22, going to be 3, 22, going to be 3, bit of a 3, 22, now 3, whole, 2,200, 2.
Like the way I start these gals.
Did you send that woman home, Rob? She give you a baby calf order?
How's your shed help working on Tuesday and Wednesday?
Who was looking for some pears? How old are these cows? Be the Cusick cows, Bill Cusick, 7, 8, 9-year-old pairs. How many is there? All right there. Here going to be 2,000 and 2,100 and 21 and 20 and 21, 21, 21, 2,100 and 21 here, 21, 21, 22 and 23 and 23 to 3 and 2, 3, 4 and 2,400 to 4 and 5 and 2,500 to 5 here, 24 to 5 here, 24 now 5, 6 and 25 going to be 600, 25, 600 and 25 going to be 600, 25 going to be 6 here, 25, 26, 25, 600 and 25 going to be 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 2,600 here. Peel them calves off, guys. You got $1,500, $1,700 calves. Maybe not that one. Quite a deal. 25, 2,600, 25, 26, and 25 going to be 600, 25 going to be 600, 25 now 6. Sold them 2,500. Chris 7.
Same deal, just a
These cows will be just a little older.
same good calves.
Good calves at their side. Some a little smaller than others. All right there, here, 2,000 and 21 and 21 and 20 and 21, 21, 21, 21, 2,100 here, 2,100 and 2,000, going to be 2,100, not 2,000, but 2,000, going to be 21 and 22 and 22, 22, 22, 3, 22, 3, 4 and 24, 24, 23 and a half, 23, 54 and 2,400, going to be 24, you out of line, going to be 2,400 and now 450 and 20, 4 and a half, going to be 24 and a half, going to be 24 and a half, going to be 24.50 and 24 and a half here, going to be 24 and a half, going to be 24 and a half, going to be 24, going to be half. And 24 and a half, keep together. 24 and a half, what did it? 24.50 and 24 and a half, going to be 24 and a half here, bit about a half here, going to be 24, going to be half. Sold them 2,400. Online buyer. Tanner Garrison. I'll remember. 24. Uh-huh. You got it. These are 4 and 5 year olds. 2,000, 2,100, 101 here, 21, 2,100, and 2,100, 15, 16, 17, going to be 18, but about 1,900, 2,000, now 1, and 21, 22, 22, 22, 3, and 2, 3, 4, and 24 and a half, 24 and a half, 24.50, and 20, 4 and a half, going to be 24 and a half, going to be 24.50, and 20, 4 and a half, going to be 24 and a half here, but about a half here, going to be 24 and a half here, so about 2,400, Chitwood. How old, Bob? 6-year-olds. 5 and 6-year-olds.
That is a horrible scale.
2,000, 2,000 here, 21, 2,100 here, 2,100, and 2,100 here, 100 here, going to be 15, 16, and 50 here, going to be 16, and 15, going to be 1,600, and 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, now 2, and 2,000 here, now 1, and 21, 2, 2,200, and 21, bit of a 2, 21, 200, and 21 and 2, 3, and 23, bit of 3, going to be 2, 3, 2,300, bit of a 2, 3, and 23, bit of 3, bit of 3, and 300 here, so 2,200, Chitwood. Six-year-old family who give 1,000, 1,200, and 12, and 1,200, and 10, now 1,200, going to be 10, 1,200, going to be 10, 1,200, going to be 10, 1,200, going to be 1,200, if you get 1,200, going to be 1,200, 1,400, 1,600, 1,800, 1,800, going to be 16, 18, and 19, and 19, bit of 18, going to be 19, Chitwood, 1,800. Dollar. 105 and 105, 85, 85, 105, 110, 110, 15, 115, 20, 125, 125, 30, 130, now 35, and 35 and 40, 40, 135, 45, and 45, 50, $1.50, 50, 55, 55, 60, 165, and 70, 175, 175, 80, and now 85, and 90, group 190, group 2, group 2, group 2, 195, group 2, $1, now 2, sold, 195, hand tone.
Oh, buddy.
120, 125, and 125, 125, 30, 125, 30, 125, 30, 35, 35, 35, 40, 140, 135, 40, and 35, 40, 40, 40, 35, 40, 40, 40, 40, 40, here, same way, 135.
Good one. 170.
135, 40, and 35, 40, 140, 145, 45, 55, 55, 65, now 70, 170, 170, and 67 and a half, going to be 70, 70, 172 and a half, and 75, 75, 77 and a half, 77, 50, and 77 and a half, going to be 77 and a half, going to be 77 and a half, here's on 175, Gibbon Bull. $110, yeah, 10 15, bit of 10 15, group 110 15, bit of 10 15, group 110 15, 110 $115 bound, 105, 105, 105, and 5, 85, 85, 85, 105, and 105, 85, 85, 85, 105 here, group 105, 85, now 5 here, S, $1, 3X. $122 and a half, 20, bit of a 2 and a half, 25, 7 and a half, 32 and a half, 32 and a half, 35, 37, 40, going to be 141, and 43, 141, 35, and 45, 43, going to get 5, 43, 5, 7, and 45, going to be 7, 45, going to be 7, 45, going to get 7, Cavus, 145, nothing. $110, yeah, 10 and 12 of them, bit of 10 and 12 of them, going to be 110, 12 of them, bit of 10, 12 of them, 10, 12 of them, 110, 12 of them, going to be 112 of them, 15, and 17 and a half, 20, and 122 and a half, 122 and a half, going to be 20, going to get 2 and a half, going to be 20, going to get 2 and a half, here, S, 121. $2 and a half, $2 and a half, going to be 102 and a half, going to be 102 and a half, going to be 102 and a half, 102 and a half, 105, and now 5, going to get 7 and a half, going to be 750, and 7, 7 of them, going to be 7 and a half, going to be 7 and a half, going to be 7 and a half, here, S, 105, 9.
I mean, City got big. How much?
6,000. I got that deal Saturday.
This week.
Why don't we have that?
Nobody wants to work Saturdays.
50. 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55 here, 55 here, 55, 55, 60, 5, and now 70, 75, going to be 75, 80, going to be 85, 85, 85, 85, 85, 5 here, going to be 85, 5 here, going to be 85, S, 80, 3X.
Just 80. Just 80. Just 80. She had a big old leg or something. Old.
6 by what did you say? 6-year-old, 3 months. Pretty good rip. 15, 16, 15, 16, 17, 18, going to be 17, going to be 18, 17, going to be 18, 17, 18, 17, going to be 18, bit of 18, going to be 17, going to be 18, 17, going to be 1800, 17, going to be 18, bit of 18, 18, 19, 18, 19, bit of 18, going to be 19, bit of 1900, whole 1800 on number 2.
Told me, I thought you were at $1.15.
Got some road rash. $1. $5 and 105, 105, 105, 105, 10, going to be 110, 15, 20, 125, and 125, 85 here, 125, going to be 125, going to be 125, going to be 125, sold 120 S1. $120 and 20, bit of 2.5, going to be 22.5, 120, bit of 2.5, going to be 20, bit of 2.5, 122, and a half here, 122, and a half here, now 22.5, 5, and 25, and 25, 25, 25, 25, 125, bit of 5, 125, 125, S, 122.5, 1. Six-year-old, she's 3 months. 110, 10, 12 to 110, 110, 110, 110 to going to be 110, 12 to going to be 110, 12 to going to be 10, 12 to going to be 10, 12, 50, and 10, 12 to going to be 110, 12 to going to be 10, 12 to 15, 17 and a half, 17 and a half, 17 and a half, 17 and a half, so 115 Brett. Four by 6 and a 5 by 8. All right there, here, give 1,000, and 1,000, here, 11, and 10, 11, and 1,200, we get 13, we get 14, 15, 16, 17, 17, 1,700, 17, we get 17, could be 18, bit of 18, could be 19, could be 1,900, and 19, bit of 19, could be 18, could be 19, could be 18, 1,900, 18, 19, could be 18, bit of 19, could be 18, bit of 19, we get 19, Chitwood, 1,800. 6 by 4 and 6 by 5. 120, and 22, and a half here, 125, and 25, it gets 7 and a half, going to be 30, now 32 and a half, 32 and a half, 32 and a half, 5, and 35, 35, 37 and a half, 37 and a half, 37 and a half, going to be 37, 50, 40, and 42 and a half, 42 and a half, 42, 50, and 41, and 43, going to get 41, going to be 141, going to be 141, going to be 140, and 1, Cavanis, 140. Six-year-olds are 7 months bred, all of them. And there's 1 7x6. Heavy bread cows, guys. All right there. 11, 12, and 1214, and 14, going to be 16, going to be 18, going to be 19, now 2, and 2000, going to be 21, 21, 2, 2200, 21, 2, 21, going to be 200, and 21, 2, 21, 2, 21, 2, 2200 down, 21, going to be 200, bit of a 2, 21, going to be 2. Andy, 2100.
Yes, sir.
Fletcher America.
Down at Fletcher, 120. 2.5, and 20, bit of a 2.5, 125, 7.5, 32.5, 32.5, 32.5, 32.50, and 30, bit of 2.5, going to be 30, bit of 2.5, going to be 32, head a half, going to be 32, head a half here, Gibbon, 130.
Same cow.
Bradshaw down at Walters. 120, yeah, 22, head a half, going to be 122 and a half, 125, it gets 7 of hand, now 750, 30, and now 30 down, 1, now 32, 32, 31, 2, 31, 2, 31, 2, 3, and 33, now 2, 3, and 32, now 3, 33, bit of 3, bit of 3, 32, now 3, 4, and 34, 33, 4, 5, and now 5, bit of 5, bit of 5, 34 to 5, bit of 34 to 5, going to be 34, bit of 5 here, Booker, 134, 21, 134. 21, yep. These little jewels are bred 2x8 on the blue roan, 2x8 on the white spot. Who give 3,000? $3,000?
Sure.
Yeah. For the 1,000 and 1,000 here, 1,000 here, 500, 750 and 750, 809, 910, and 1,011, 11, 12, 11, 12, 11, 1,200, 11, going to be 1,200, 11 here, 12, 11, going to be 1,200, 11, going to be 1,200, 11 here, going to be 1,200, 11, going to be 1,200, 11, going to be 12, 11, 12, 11, 12, 11, going to be 12, Bob, you know you're out, going to be 1,200, MW, 1,100. 2-year-old family right there. We get 15, and 15, 16, and 1,500, 15, 17, and 50, 17, 17, 53, going to be 17, 50, there, going to be 17, 50, 17, going to be 18, 19, and 1,919, 2,000, going to be 2, going to be 1, and 2,100, 21, 2, 21, 2, 21, 2, 22, 2,200, and 21, 2, 1, 2, 3, and 22, 3, going to be 2, 3, going to be 2, 3, 24, and 2,400, 23, 23, now 400, Chitwood, 2,300. Yep. Here's a 5-year-old pair right there. Going to be 2,000. Going to be 2,100 down 2 and 22 and 2,200 and 21. Bit of a 2, 22, 2,200 down 21. Going to be 200 and 2 now 3, 4 and 24 and 24, 24, 24, 24, 23. Bit of 4, 5, 2,500 and 25. Bit of 5, 24, 2,500 and 24 to 5. Bit of 5, 2,500 and 2,500 to 4 to 5 here. 24. Bit of Leo 2,400. Leo. Four and 5-year-old families. 1,700, 1,718, 1,718, here 17, now 18, 18, 19, going to be 2,000, going to be 2,100, and 2,200 now, 21, going to get 2, John, you're at 2,200 now, 3, and 22, going to get 3, 4, and 2,400, 2,500, and 25, going to get 24, now 5, and 2,500, 24, going to get 600, 25, going to be 600, 25, going to be 600, and 25, going to be 6, you're out of here, 2,600, 25, going to be 6, 7, and 2,700, and 2,800, and 27, bit of an 8, 28, 28, going to be 2,807 now, 8, and 27, going to be 2,807 now, 8, so 2,700, Chris 8. 1,500, 6-year-old pairs. 15, 16, 1,500 to 16, 1,600, 15, 1600, 17, 18, 19, 19, and 19, 2, and 19, 2, 19, 2, 19, 2,000, and 19, 2, 19, 2,000, 2, sold. 19, Chris 7.
Okay.
Two-year-old family. 15, 1,500, 1,500, 15, 16, 17, 17, 17, 17, 18, going to be 19, going to be 19, going to be 2, now 1, and 20, now 21, 21, 21, 2100 here, going to be 2,100, and 2,100 down, 2,100, going to be 2,100 here, going to be 2,100 and 2, and 21, 2, and 21, bit of a 2, 21, bit of a 2, 2,200 down, 21, going to be 2, now 21, he's out of here, going to be 22, now 3, 22, to get 3, 22, to get 3, Novotny, 2,200, Novotny.
I don't know how you spell it.
NovaghtLMNOP, something like that. Four-year-old, how there going to be 1,000, 1,100, 1,200, and 11, 1,100, 1,200, 11, going to get 1,200, 11, going to be 1,200, 11, going to be 1,200, 11 here, going to be 12 and 13, and 12, going to get 13, 1,200, 13, and 12 and 13, going to get 13, 1,300, 12 and 13, going to get 13, going to get 13, 1,200, 13, 1,400, and 14, 15, and 14, 15, 16, and 1,600 here, going to be 15, 1,600, and 15, but it was 16, going to be 15, going to get 1,600, Chris, 1,500, 7.
What would we ever do without them rails? We didn't have rails forever. I'm old timers trying to get up and down them steps.
How old's that cow?
What a cat. You can get it. Go.
3,000?
We'll make her bring that.
2,000, and 2,100, and 21, and 20, and 21, 21, 21, 21, 25, we get 2, we get 3, 4, 24, 25, 2,500, and 2,500, and 25, 600, and 25, going to be 600, 25, going to be 600, 25, going to be 600, and 6, 7, and 27, and 7, and 7, and 7, and 7, 27, and 2,700, we get 2,700, going to be 2,700, going to be 2,700, and 27, and 7, and 2,700 here, now 7 here, so about 2,600, Chris 8. It's going to be a nice pin. We're talking about those. 6-year-old families. 1,500, 1,500, 1,500, 15, 16, 17, 1,700, 18, 18, 19, 19, 18, 19, and 1,900, 19, 2, and 2,000, 19, 2,000, and 2,000, 19, 2,000, 2, and 19, 2,000, 2,000, Chris, 1,900 on 7.
Who bid Novotny?
7-year-old right there, going to be 15, 1,500, 15, 16, 15, 1600, 50, going to be 16, 17, 18, 18, 19, 19, going to be 2,000, going to be 2,100, going to be 2,200, going to be 23, 4, and 2,400, and 23, 4, going to be 23, 4, going to be 23, 400, 4, 5, and 2,500, 24 to 5 here, 24, 5, 24, 5, 24, 5, Leo, 2,400. Did you get her number? 135, 35, 40, 140, and 40, 55, 55, 5, 60, now 5, 165, and ziggy 5, has a good 2.5, 5, and ziggy 5, has a good 7.5, 67 and a half, going to be 67 and a half, going to be 67.50, and 67 and a half here, half here, so 165, calf, boo. One 40, and 35 and 40, maybe 40, 35 and 45, 45, 55, 55, 55, 7 57, 57, going to be 60, going to be 2.5, and 2.5, 5, and to get 5, 7.5, 67.5, going to be 70, going to be 70, going to be 70, 170, 8, 9, 170, and now 1, and 72, 71, 2, 71, 2, 71, bit of a 2, 71, bit of a 2, Cavatus, 171, boo. Why you do me that way, Rob?
Halftime.
Who was here last week? Was that Troy? Yeah, Troy was bum. He was messed up all day. Do you have to go by 2.5s and 5s? Yes. Goodness. Yeah. Quarter 25s. I just thought I'd try it today. It worked. I'm trying to get to a birthday party, Kendall. 50. 60 cents a pound, and 50, 60, 70, and 70, going to be 80, going to get 90, 100, ought to be 110, going to be 110, 20, 110, 20, 30, and now 30, 120, 30, 120, 30, and 20, going to get 30, going to be 20, going to get 30, going to be 20, going to get 30, going to be 20, going to get 30, so 120, showtime. 110, yeah, 10, 12 of them, going to be 110, 12 of them, bit of a 10, 12 of them, 10, 12 of them, outside, 12 of them, half, and 10, 12 of them, 15, and now 17 and a half, 17 and a half, 17 and a half, 17, 50, 20, and 120, going to be 20, going to be 20, going to be 20, going to be 20, 120, 120 here, Cavatus, 117 and a half. Two. Yeah. $1.50. 60s, 150, 60 there, here, 150, 60, and 70, 80, 180, 170, 180, 90, and 190 now 2, and 190, good to be 2, good to be 2, good to be 2, good to be 2, 190 now 2, good to be 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 2, sold 190, Ricardo. $120, you 22 and a half, 120, bit of a 2.5, 5, 7 and a half, 32 and a half, 35, 35, 37 and a half, 37 to 40, and 141, and 41, 41, 41, 41, 41, 41, going to be 141, going to be 141, S, 141. Seven by 5. 120 and 25 and 25, 125, to get 35, 35, 35, 35, 40, 140, 140, 135, 40, and 35 and 40, to get 40, now 41, and 40 here now 41, 41, 2, 41, 2, 42, 3, and 43, to get 44, going to be 144, going to be 143, to get 4, 43, to get 44, Cavatus, 143, 10. Old cow, she's 4 months. $1.10. 110, 10, 12 of them, going to be 110, 12 of them, bit of a 10, 12 of them, going to be 112 of them, 15, 17 and a half, 120, 122 and a half, 125, and 25, 7 and a half, 7 and a half, 30 and a half, 30, going to be 30 and a half, 30, and 7 and a half, going to be 30, we get 30, going to be 30, we get 30, bit of a 30, going to be 30, cavernous, 127 and a half. Two and open, 75 cents a pound, 75.80, and 75.80, and 75, going to be 80, 90, going to be 90, and $90, $1.10, going to be 110, going to be 120, 110, 20, 110, 120, and 10, 20, bit of a 10, 20, going to be 110, John, you're out, 120, bit of a 10, 20, sold, 110, Brett. $50. 55, 65, and 70 now, 75, 75, and 80, going to be 80, 85, 85, and 90, going to be 90, going to be 85, 90, 95, and 95, 95, 95, 95, 95, 95, S, 90 on number 3X. Sorry, Brett. Seven by 4. 120. 22 and a half, 22 and a half, going to be 22 and a half, going to be 20, going to get 2 and a 5, and 25, 7 and a half, 7 and a half, 30, going to be 30, now 30, and 7 and a half, going to be 30, going to get 32 and a half, 32 and a half, 35, and 35, 37 and a half, 37, 50, and 37 and a half, 40, and half 40, going to be 40, going to get 40, going to get 40, going to get 40, going to get 40, Booker, 137.50. She's a 5-year-old hairy little thing, isn't she? 50. 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 50 and 5, and 50 and 5 here, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 60, 5, 70, jig is 75, 80, 80 cents, and 75, 80 here, 75, going to be 80, 75, going to be 80, 75, going to be 80, 75, now 80, 80, sold, 75, Ricardo. 7-year-old, 3 months, 120. 120, 22 and a half, going to be 22 and a half, going to be 20, bit of a 2 and a half, 5, and 25, going to get 7 and a half, 7 and a half, 30, going to be 30, going to get 31, and 31, 31, 31, going to be 30 there, 1, 30, now 1, going to be 30, bit of a 1 here, Gibbon, 130. 110, 10, 12 of them, going to be 110, 12 of them, bit of a 10, 12 of them, 15, 17 and a half, 17 and a half, 17, 50, 20, and 120, going to be 22 and a half, 122 and a half, 122 and a half, 5, and 25, 125, cabinets, 122 and a half. How many we got left? How many cows we got left? $120, and 20, 2 and a half, going to be 20, 2 and a half, going to be 22 and a half, 125, 7 and a half, 7 and 30, going to be 30, 30, and 31, and 31, 33, 33, 33, 35, 35, 35, 5, John, 35, and 33, we get 35, we get 3, we get 5, you get 5, 37, and 35, going to be 7, 35, going to be 7, we get 7, going to be 7, so 135, Gibbon. I think they've only got one speed. 125, 25, 27, and a half, 27, 50, and 27, 75, 75, 75, 75, going to be 27, going to be 30, 30, 30, and now 30, going to be 30, going to be 30, now 30, going to be 30, we get 30, going to be 30. You want to do it, Rob? 30? Yes, 127, 51. 1. Nailed it. 75, 80, 75, 80, 75, going to be 80, 75, going to be 85, going to be 85, going to be 90, going to be 95, 95, $1 a pound, going to be 105, 110, and 110, 15, 110, going to be 115, bit of a 10, 15, going to be 110, 15, Brett, 110.
this week. What ton? I don't think we'll be near as big this week. I don't think.
Here's a good cow. She's a 4-year-old. She's 7 months. 1,500. 15, 17, and 50, 17, 18, 19, 2, and 2000, 19, going to be 2000, 2100, and 21, 21, 2, 2200, 21, 2, 21, going to be 200, and 22, 3, and 23, 23, 4, and 2400, 23, 54, 23, 54, going to be 23, 54, going to be 23, 400, hold, 2300, on 2. 132 and a half, 32 and a half, here, 5, and 35, 35, 37, 37, going to be 40, 42 and a half, 42 and a half, 42, 50, and 40, going to be 2 and a half, 45, and 47, 50, 47 and a half, going to be 150, £1.50 here, going to be 150 here, and you give 8, 9, 50. You haven't used your half today. You don't. 150. Cavernous, 149. 10. $150, Rob. 151. 152. 53. 54. 55. 56. 57. 58. 9. 60. Booker, 159, 21.
I've changed my report, Tony.
I know it. 125. 125, 27, 50, and 27, 7, going to be 27 and a half, going to be 27 and a half, 125, 27 and a half here, 130, and now 32 and a half, 32 and a half, 32 and a half, going to be 32 and a half, bit of a half here, going to be 32 and a half here, given, 130. $135, 35, 37, 37, going to be 42 and a half, 45, 45, 45, 45, 45, 47, 50, and 40, 7, going to be 50, $1.50 there, going to be 150, 50, 50, 50, 150 gray, 147 and a half, 9.
How many cows we got?
Maybe a shed full and small.
Got more bundles? More bundles?
35, 35, 35, 35, 35, 35, 35, and 35, to get 35, to get 35, to get 35, 135, and 35, 35, 35, 35, 125, 127, 50, and now 31, and 31, 2, 32, 32, 3, 33, 4, 34, 33, 4, and 33, 4, to get 33, to get 4, cabinets 10, 133.
Got any baby calves?
I would think.
One 10, 10, 12, 11, bit of a 10, 12, 11, 10, 12, 11, 10, 12, 11, 15, 17 and a half, going to be 22 and a half, 125, and 25, 25, 25, 25, 7 and a half, 7 and a half, 7 30, and 30, going to be 30, 30, 127, 50, 30, now 1, and 32, 32, 32, 32, 31, bit of a 2, 31, 2, 31, bit of a 2, going to be 2, given, 131. Four years and 2 months. Who give 1,000? 1,100, 11, 10, 11, 100, 12, 100, 13, 100, 14, 100, 15, 100, 15, 1,600, and 16. Going to be half 1,600, and a half $1 going to be 1,600, and now half 16 and a half going to be 17, and 17, going to be 17, going to be 17, going to be 17, going to be 1,700, and 17, going to be 1,700 there, going to be 1,700 gray, 16 and a half, 9. $2 years and 6 months. Yes, sir. 15, 17, and 50, 17, and 50, 17, 17, 17, 15, going to be 17, 53, going to be 17, going to be 18, going to be 1900, 2000, going to be 2100, and 2200, 21, bit 2, and 2200, going to be 22, 3, and 22 to 3, 22 to 3, 22 to 3, 2300, and 23 to 3, 22, going to be 3, going to be 2, 300, 22 to 3, sold, 2200, hole, 2. Seven years, 2 months, 10-2. 120, yeah, 22, had a high, going to be 20, going to get 2 and a half, going to be 20, going to be 2 and a half, going to be 22, had a high 5, and 25, going to get 7 and a half, going to be 30, going to get 32 and a half, 35, and 35, 37 and a half here, 37, 53, going to be 37 and a half here, so 135, Gibbon.
Wake up, wake up.
135, 35, 37, 37, 37, going to be 37 and a half here, 37, 50, and 40, and 140, going to get 2 and a half, 142 and a half, 45, 45, 45, 45, and 45, going to get 47, 50, and 40, going to get 7 and a half, going to be 47 and a half, 45, 7 and a half, 50, and now 53, going to be 150, going to get 50, so 147 and a half, Kevin is 10.
You want to sell a few cows, Coy?
Wake up, wake up.
75, 80, 75, 80, 75, going to be 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 80, 85, 90, and 95, 95, 95 dollar, a dollar pound, going to be 109 dollar. Did you give a dollar? $105, 105, 105, and 105, 85, 105. This side's all out too. 105, 105, and now 5, 85, 85, 85, 85 here. 105. Ricardo, $1. Tacos.
That's all you gotta do.
Look at them rigs, Johnny. Well,
55, yeah, 55 now, 55, 55, 55, 55, 60, and 55 now, 65, 75, 85, 85, and 95, going to be 105, going to be 105, and 105, going to be 105, going to be 105, $95, now 5, 105, and 105, going to get 5, going to get 10, going to be 110, going to be 110, bit of a 10, going to be 110, and 110, going to be 110, bit of a 10, going to be 110, going to be 110, going to be 110, Chris, you got him, 105 is the money on 12. See anything you can't live without? $110, yeah, 10, 12 of the van, going to be 110, 12 of the van, bit of a 10, 12 of the van, going to be 10, 12 of the van, going to be 110, 12 of the van, going to be 10, 12 of the van, going to be inside, 10, 12, 50, and 10, 12 of the van, 15, and now 7, hit it a half, 7, hit it a half, 7, hit it a half, 17, 50, and 20, and 120, going to be 121, 21, 20, going to be 120, and then 23, going to be 20, and 20 here, so 7, hit it a half, Chris, 13.
117 and a half. Yep, Chris 13. Is my side or Vicky? I don't know. My side? What are you measuring?
120, and 20, to get 2 and a half, going to be 22 and a half, 22 and a half, 22 and a half, 5, and 25, to get 7 and a half, going to be 30, to get 30, going to be 30, bit of a 30, going to be 30, and 30, and 7 and 31, and 31, 31, 31, 2, 32, 31, 2, 3, 33, 33, 33, and 2, 3, going to be 2, to get 3, Cavatus, 132, nothing. Andrew's cows. 8-year-olds and open. 110, 10, 12 of the going to be 10, 12 of the 10, 12 of the 10, 12 of the going to be 112 of the 15, 17 and a half, 20, and 22 and a half, 122 and a half, 122, 50, and 5, and 27 and a half, 7 of 30, and 30, and 30, and 7 of the going to be 30, 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 and 30, and 750, and 30, going to be 30, going to be 30, going to be 30, Booker, 127 and a half, 14. Thank you, Andrew. 120, 22 and a half here, 5, 750, and 30, going to be 30, going to be 30, 30, and 750, 30, going to be 30, going to be 32 and a half, 32 and a half, 35, and 37 and a half, 37 and a half, 37 and a half, 37 and a half, 40, and now 40, 40, 40, 40, 40, 40, 40, going to be 40 and a half, 40, Caddis, 137.50. Face Mama's here, 125, and 25, and 27 and a half, 7 and a half, 7 and a half, 30, now 30, and 32 and a half, 32 and a half, 32 and a half, 31, and 30 here, 31, 2, 31, 2, 32, 3, and 33, we get 33, we get 34, 33, 34, and 34, we get 33, we get 4, we get 3, now 4, 33, 34 here, Booker, 133, 21.
I got to order to buy some of these.
350. 400, and 3 and a half, it'll get 4, and 3 and a half, it'll get 404, there, it'll get 400, 400, 4 and a half, 4 and a half, it'll get 500, 550, 600, and 600 there, going to be 600, going to be 600, going to be 600, 600, and 550, 600, 5 and a half, going to be 600, 5 and a half, going to be 600, 5 and a half, going to be 600, Jason, 550, 0. How many cows you got? One cow? $3 a pound. $3.05 a pound. $310 a pound. $3.15. $315. $3.20. $3.20 a pound. $3.20. Andrew, $3.15. $2.50. 260, yep, 270 by the pound, 280, 290, 290, $3, 305, 305, $3. Terry, did you get 5? Andy, $3. That'll be Terry. 2. Baby. $100 by the head. 100. 125. 125, and 125, going to be 125, going to be 125, going to be 125, going to be 125, 50, and 50, 50, 50, 150. You're both out. 150, 175, 175, and now 75 and 2, 102, 102, and 75, going to be 2, 175, going to be 225, and 225, going to be 250, 75, and 275, going to get 303, and 75, going to get 3, 75, going to get 3, 75, and 300, 75, going to get 3, 75, and 3 here, sold 275 and tone.
Put him in one.
Hey, I'm gonna change it to an Antonio
One.
one, okay?
Just put him in one roll.
Juan.
One. Oh, gotcha.
Hornito.
Robles, you said?
That's you.
Juan. I know it.
Just keep him in a little bit somewhere out here.
Hey, keep him in like
Yeah. Hundred twenty-five, 25 and 5 here, 125 and 5, 125 and 5 here, 125, 25, and 25, 125, going to be 125, going to be 125, 125, 125, going to be $100 bill, $1, 105, 10, 15. Goes with that baby, 115, 120, 125. You done? Sold 120 S 3X. Six-year-old. Who get 500 for the pair? 5, 600, 6, 7, and 7, and 7, and 7, and 7, and 700, going to get 700, going to be 700, going to get 700 and a half, 700, 750, 750, 800, 800, there, half, 859, and 900, going to get 900, 900, going to get 950, not 10, 1,000, going to get 1,000, going to be 1,000, going to get 1,000, 900, going to be 1,000, sold, 950 MW. $500, $550 by the head. $550, and $550, 50 and a half here, half and a half, going to be $600, and now half here, $650, and $650 there, 50, 50 and a half here, half and a half here, going to be $650, and 50, 50 and a half here, 7, and 700, going to get 700, going to get 700, going to be $700, and 750, and 7 and a half here, going to be $750, Terry, 700, 2. Go 10s next week if y'all keep it up. Okay. We'll stay. Yeah, 200. 225, 225, 225, and 2 1/4, 225, 225, going to be 225, going to be 225, 50, and 250, 75, 275, going to be 300, 300, 300, and 75, going to be 303, and 75 to 300, 75, going to be 300, 75, going to be 300. Did you give 3? 325, 325, 325, 325. Marcus, 300.
That's the highest price thing he's ever bought. Should be 2 little bit this and 1 heavy. You never know in the match.
I sold all the bulls $5 a roll today. Starting on 135, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. That's what they was talking about one day.
That compares. A little older, but nice.
500. 550, and 550, and a half here, 5 going to be 600, and 600 there, going to be 650, and 50 at 7, and 700, going to be 700, going to be 700, 700, going to be 700, going to be 700, and now 7 here, going to be 7 about 7 here, going to be 700, 700, and 777, going to be 7, sold 650. Chris O. I think Chris did.
Chris bought a set, and then Internet bought a set.
Oh yeah, Tanner Garrison bought them. Those pairs.
Oh, yeah. Uno de los bien amaditos, bien pandas.
See you, Rob. $2.50. 250, 60, 70, 270, 280, 285, 280, and 70, 80, 80, and 275, 275, and 80, and 285, going to be 85, and 90, 290, 295, and 95, and 95, bit of 95, you get to 95, 95, 95, 95, 95, 95, 95, bit of a 95, bit of 95 here, sold for 290, Terry, 2. $100 by the head. 125 and 125, going to be 125, going to be 125, 125, 125, going to be 125, going to be 125, 50, 150, 75, 175, 150, you get 75, sold 150. Marcus. Doc give you a raise? Let's weigh them, guys, by the pound. $3. 310 and 310, bit of a 310, going to be 310, bit of a 310, 310 and 300 him, bit of a 10, going to be 310, 1020, 320, 330 by the pound, 340 and 340, 340, 50, 350 and 340, bit of 50 there, going to be 40, bit of 50, you got 340, bit of 350, Terry, $3.40, 2. $350. 350, 75, and 375, 350, 75, 350, now 75, 75, 75, 75, and 375, and 4, and 4 and a quarter, 4 and a quarter, 425, 50, and 475, and 500, 500 and a quarter, 500 and a quarter, 5 and a quarter, 5 and a quarter, 525, and 5 and a quarter, even to get 5 and a quarter, even to get 525, going to be 525 here, Chris, so 500.
Zero.
$100 bid, 100, 125, and 125, going to be 125, going to be 125, going to be 125, going to be 125, 150, and 50, 75, and 75, going to be 200, going to be 200, bit of a 2, going to be 2, now 2, and 75, going to be 200, 75, going to be 200, 75, going to be 2, 75, going to be 2, sold, 175, and tone.
Put it with one.
Pin it with wands.
Put it with wands or put it on wands?
One.
Juan. We got a cow over here. An angle one.
Okay, this is going to be a one and it's going to go with
With the same little one.
the same little one.
I know it.
They got something in angle one.
We got something on this side that needs to sell. Huh?
We already done it.
We already did it. Yeah.
Yep.
555. Yeah, you're welcome. That's it. Go home. You have a good week.